Yo, Nick.
Yo.
So, how much is my sandbox worth right now?
4.8.
What did it start off at?
$300,000.
So it's at 4.8 million?
Yeah.
Cash.
Welcome back to Cryptopia, where we go over the wet and wild happening in NFT land. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way in. This is the second time I'm doing this, but we are here to talk about NFTs and how music and NFTs are sort of merging, crisscrossing, and influencing each other. Now, as we all know, the NFT market is in a bit of a death spiral, but so is everything else. So, silver lining there is that you and all your friends who didn't buy JPEGs are also fucked. So everybody's screwed. So everybody loses. So nobody loses and nobody wins. Now, what I want to get in this video, what I want to get across to you guys is how NFTs have taken over music, because that's one aspect that isn't really talked about. Right out the gate, let's go into artists. Music artists Snoop Dogg, Nas, and Kings of Leon, to name a few, who have gotten into releasing their music as NFTs. With Snoop Dogg revamping Death Row Records as a new album whose music will be released as NFTs, the first being Nothing But a G Ting. The Kings of Leon released their most recent album as an NFT, and even more recently than that, this part I really like. Chainsmokers' latest album, So Far So Good, after 2 years of not releasing anything, was released as an NFT that provides the owner with 1% of the royalties forever, eternity, the rest of NFT time. And so the best part of the Chainsmokers album is it was free. Yes. Now, this already happened. So if you already kind of knew about this, you already got it, you already have it. This happened, I think, May 17th or something like that. But if you were an active fan for years, bought tickets, attended shows, etc., and so forth, they would just give you a token. I mean, you had to go and go to a website to kind of not plead your case, for lack of a better word though, but plead your case, kind of like show them, hey, I'm this person who's been doing this and I'm a really huge fan, right? So along with the 1% royalties, the owners of the token will be given advanced ticket sale opportunities, merchandise sale opportunities, and maybe even more to come, depending on how this kind of pans out. So I think it's a shame that not a lot of these parts of Web3 and NFTs are really talked about. Like Audius, for example, which is a platform, a decentralized music streaming service-based platform on the blockchain, where anyone can, not just those who are signed to labels or anything like that, but anybody can post and grow an audience through there. It's kind of like a SoundCloud, as someone that's never actually been on SoundCloud ever, I think, not that I can remember, it seems like it's the same thing or a similar idea, minus the decentralization, of course. But, it's a YouTube music basically on a blockchain. FYI, there is an Audius coin. So if you are interested, if you can go check out Audius, see what's on there, see what, up and coming potential new artists or just some hidden gems that, you really like, and you maybe can invest in the Audius coin if you're interested. I am not sponsored by them. Okay, there's an Audius coin if you're interested, but I am not sponsored by them. To add to this NFT music takeover, of course, Spotify wants to throw into the mix. I mean, everybody does really in terms of NFTs these days. So Spotify has been recently experimenting with musicians' NFT galleries on their app, right? So at the time I found out about this, the access was limited to a select few on Android in the US only. Give your app an update, and if you were selected, you should be able to get it. But search out Steve Aoki or the Wombats, and you should, again, if you've been selected, would be able to check out the NFT gallery. As far as I know, this is not the only... as far as I know, it is only Steve Aoki and the Wombats, but by the time this video comes out, all of that could have changed. Also note that the NFTs on Spotify aren't music only like Audius's, but they could also be about anything, including music. Up and including music, the artists themselves, right? What they are creating. So all of which are linked to the OpenSea site where you can actually buy them if you are interested. So one of the funniest, if not if not funny, a little weird is the Ape In Productions. Now, this is the part where the bases come in because, of course, how could they not be involved in some way? Now, the Basie ecosystem has a lot of other spin-off projects. They've got movies, TV shows, animations, comic books. It's pretty crazy. I don't think there is one, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was some sort of anime in the works as well. All of this stuff, all these projects revolved around the Basie apes themselves, right? But Ape In Productions goes a little bit, maybe not further, but a little bit different. So what are they? Ape In Productions is an artist-owned entertainment company co-founded by Grammy winner Timbaland and a team of Basie members. The brand is set to launch and promote Basie apes as successful music artists in the metaverse, and so far they have released at least 2 tracks. And to be honest, to be perfectly 100% honest, they are actually not that bad. They're actually pretty good. The hip-hop group goes by the name The Zoo. Their first song released as an NFT was Apeshit, and following this, the second track was called Take Off. You can check out both these tracks on YouTube or on their Twitter, linked to YouTube, if anyone is interested and wants to have a listen. I suggest taking a listen because why not? What the fuck else are you doing? You're going to listen to some shitty music anyways. And again, they're not that bad. If you're into hip hop and stuff like that, I think it's just curiosity thing. Just check it out. See if you like them. Right? It might be the next big thing in the metaverse in the future. Who knows? So Ape In has future plans for collaborations and bringing token holders opportunities to participate at the highest level of creative media. So keep this in mind as well. There is also a coin for this too. So you can also invest in that if you are interested in, and it's probably dirt cheap right now. Actually, both these coins are probably dirt cheap right now. Anyways, does it get weirder than that? I mean, of course it does. These are NFTs we're talking about. That's what NFTs are all about, as far as I'm concerned, is how fucking weird can it get. So, Beats Bears weird. That's how weird it gets. Now, don't let the haunted toy looks scare you. That's what I mean to say. Like those, like just take a look at them. They really, really do look like they were found in a house that was burnt down, and the souls of the children who died in those houses are now in them, in those freaking bears, right? Because they look really creepy to me. I don't know. But like I said, don't let them scare you because they're actually all about love and happiness. They're basically Care Bears, if you know what I'm talking about. They even have the hearts, except it's on their eyes, which is what makes them kind of weird and scary looking. But Beats Bears came out through a collaboration with MC Flipside and world-renowned book publisher Alicia Pizzonia. Yeah, I don't know why exactly she was chosen. I think she, also has some connections in the music world as well, and she's done a bunch of collaborations on a series of different things. But yeah, her title seems a little bit off for this, but together they were able to create Beats Bears, an NFT collection of 7,000 plus bear-like NFTs that not only look like they're gonna kill you, but they come with a song by MC Flipside that I'm sure will kill it. The song is called Gratitude, and every Beats a Bear gets a copy of it. On top of that, they get access to the Loveland Music Festival. Now, they do mention they're planning on having a metaverse, currently being called Love World, where buyers will be able to access the festival or festivals that they have there. From what I read, it gets a little weird with, do you have access to both the real Loveland Festival, which is happening in August in Netherlands in August, or just the metaverse one? I'm pretty sure it's both. I didn't see where it specifically said that, but I don't think it really has to. This NFT collection comes out in June, so I'm pretty sure they'll clarify, but I'm 100% sure it's both, as the metaverse itself isn't really available and ready anyways. So that was just a short look at kind of what's going on in the NFT and music world right now. I'm sure there's, it's going to get crazier. There's a ton of stuff happening that I didn't even mention. But that was just to give you an idea of what else NFTs are up to and can do, and not just a money grab. Like, there are people putting forth the technology to, especially to help out artists and just create some cool stuff that are specific to them and their audience. You know what I mean? It kind of cuts out that middle corporate man, and you have the chain smokers that can kind of go straight to their fans. They did actually create that whole 1% thing, not because they think their fans are going to get rich off of the royalties, but to show that they really don't actually make a ton of money that way, and that most of their money comes from like festivals and stuff like that. Which kind of makes sense, especially for those guys. But I'm sure it reigns true for other artists as well. It's festivals, sponsorships, commercial deals, things like that. So I think the royalties that they're making out of this is actually going to go directly to the songwriters who help them, create the album in the first place. So anyways, guys, that's kind of it. That's all I wanted to get across. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about this and what else you'd like me to talk about where NFTs are sort of influencing, taking over, or fusing with regular day industries. I've got a whole list of things to go over. And I think this is kind of where I'd like to take the channel a little bit. These videos don't do tremendously well, but, it's showcasing something that isn't just like, hey, look at this project. Look at this 1,000th project that may or may not do great, that does the exact same thing as the other 999 others that do the exact same fucking thing. Maybe this will be the one. Who the fuck knows? So they're getting kind of stale, sort of boring for myself, and this is kind of the real reason I got excited about NFTs in the first place. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.